Being robbed in Philadelphia is kind of a rite of passage, and if it hasn't happened to you by now, it will. When you are ultimately robbed, there's a couple emotions that can go through your mind. It's the one, the first is a panic, mortal fear that you will lose life or limb, and the second is just a feeling of dejection, that you've been robbed. It's this what the fuck feeling, that you let yourself get robbed, and the experience will end with, you ending up with X dollars less than you went in with. I was first robbed in Philadelphia on March 9th, and this date is significant. I had come out of the store and was motioned over by a shadowy figure in a puffy jacket who told me to come over to him, and I saw no reason why not to. I thought maybe he needed directions, or maybe his puffy jacket was filled with saltwater taffy, I don't know. But he asked me if I had any money, and I told him not, and he said, "Hey, come here," and for whatever reason, I was like, okay. And the intersection where this happened was Oxford and Carlisle. Carlisle, perhaps more aptly known as Death Alley. And I was a sophomore at Temple at this point, and I didn't know shit. And he sticks a little protrusion in his puffy jacket. It was acutely angular, and he said, he informed me I was being robbed, and I thought that well, that protrusion it probably is a finger because it's too short, but there is a chance that it's a Civil War era ladies' pistol with a bayonet attached to it, and I didn't want to take that chance, so I followed him down Death Alley as we walked together, and he asked me what I had in my pockets. I told him I had my keys. I gave him my keys. He asked me for my wallet, and opened it up, looked at my ID with Andrew Thompson, and the most jubilant ID picture you've ever seen. Me beaming at a time I wasn't getting robbed. And he asked me what else I had, and I said I had a Red Bull in my pocket, because I'd been planning on studying, and he goes, "Give it to me." And I literally say, "I need this to study." We developed a rapport by that point. And he goes, "Shut the fuck up," but he lets me keep it. So we continue down, Death Alley, and I'm thinking of maybe looking for some sort of, I don't know, object or a spare mace lying around, or maybe the relationship will effloresce into something, I don't know. But he said, we turn onto Broad Street. He goes, "All right, if any cops stop us, you just tell them we're old friends from high school." I'm like, "All right. I'll probably tell him I'm being robbed, but if I don't, I suppose I could tell them, 'Listen, officer, this is my old friend Bartholomew, and we were just talking about the time we were in the robotics competition together.' It's very presumptuous of you to think otherwise." So he tells me to go across the street to the ATM and pull out money, and he tells me that there are 3 people sitting in a car in Progress Plaza waiting for me. Again, I see no reason to question this. We've developed a good faith relationship at this point. And I walk over there, and he tells me to bring back all my money and the receipt, just so he knows. And while I'm doing this, I realize what a goddamn moron I'm being, actually going across the street and pulling out my money like, just your cliche Temple sophomore who doesn't know what to do when he's being robbed. And while I walk back to him, I stop in the middle of Broad because I realize I have a fortress of traffic and a nice, comfortable divider. And he looks at me and he goes, "Come on." I go, "No." And he just looks so disappointed and he doesn't know what to do and he walks away. And the reason that the date was significant is that exactly 1 year and 2 days later, I was robbed again on Broad. And again, I ran into the middle of the divider and the disappointed robber walked